Welcome to the ignorant ass.
Coffee cup. My fault. Let's go.
All right, this is the ignorant ass podcast. I am the real John Sales. Y'all introduce yourselves.
I'm Janice Sales.
I'm Patrick Sales, aka Pac-Man.
And I'm God. High hand symbol.
You
That's
done?
That's Little God.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're back after a 7-year hiatus. For those who don't know what hiatus means, we stopped for 7 years. And now we back.
Life been lifing.
Life has been lifing.
Definitely lifing.
All right. So since it's the first episode back after 7 years, we gonna talk about how our lives have changed since we made that first episode 7 years ago. I know a lot of us have. It's been a pretty busy 7 years for most of us. I think for
I
all
think it's
of
been
us.
7 years is crazy.
I know.
That's really that.
Well, I'm a millionaire now, so
For sure, ain't it? For sure.
Fuck
That is. If y'all didn't know, we rich now, so we just gonna talk. We get to that. But
Yeah,
we
we're
all
so
rich now. You know
we're
what I'm
so rich that we're filming from the backyard. We out 90-degree heat, but it's cool. You know, you got the nice vibe.
Gotta remember where you come from.
Yes.
yes, sir.
This
Rich.
way y'all can see the progress. We gonna start in like a little shitty room first, and then we gonna get to a bigger room. Then hopefully we can be like some other podcasters that have our own house.
Right. But
Yeah,
you
we
know,
have tails.
don't discredit though, because this is family land. This is own land. We're
Right.
we're sitting on own property.
Yeah, everybody right here grew
Right.
up, then got scrapes, bruises,
Yes.
got in trouble,
Yes.
got butt whoopings, all that. Right here on this.
Right here.
Right here on this in White Rock. Right here on the
Yes.
hill.
All of us ain't been arrested here.
I ain't say arrested.
Oh, not.
I ain't even say
I
look.
didn't hear that.
I
Did you hear that?
John Paul. Lord.
Pretty sure you said
Lord.
arrested or jail or something.
I ain't say
I heard whoopings and
Yeah, I
scraped
said
up.
whooping, scraped up, beans. I said got in trouble.
Ain't nobody been arrested over here, man.
Yeah.
Not right
All
here.
right. Just
All
making
clean
sure we
records,
clear that.
squeaky clean.
Make sure we clear. All right. So I'm gonna let y'all. We gonna start from Chris, I guess. In the last 7 years. How
There's
has
a
it
lot
been?
going on, man. I got another baby mama.
I can
Jeez.
attest to it.
Yeah,
can relate.
jeez. That comes with a lot right there. High hand summer, you know, still making clothes, still making stuff, just trying to create, trying to stay busy in between, and we've been elevating it, still trying to elevate it, and we just still, you know.
I think last time it was still the U.S. thing.
Oh yeah, it might have been us, us
That was
lifestyle.
last time, yeah. So
Yeah,
you
bro.
kind of pivoted to a whole other,
I switched it to me.
right?
I said, yeah, I'm just putting all the focus on me. I can control that. You know what I'm saying? If you rock with me, then okay. If I can't, the methods and the theories and everybody trying to get everybody together under one, nah, everybody fucked up in the world. Excuse my language,
Mm-hmm.
but you know. So
Ain't nobody watching right now. We straight.
even when they is watching,
Right.
y'all gonna see my language. It ain't all that. But
We
yeah.
was cussing a lot last time too.
Yeah.
Last time we cursed a lot.
A lot.
Actually, we didn't cuss a whole lot, but it was a bunch of niggas flying back and forth on that.
There
episode.
was.
Yeah, I don't. That word, it's like my favorite word. I don't know why. I need to get away from it, but
Right.
I grew up in that era. I guess I don't know. Like that's what I know.
Here's- this is what it like.
It
I've
wasn't-
come to the conclusion about the N word, right?
Mhm.
Like the only people who should be saying the N word, and this might be a little controversial, is people whose grandmamas probably said the N word. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like your mama done said it, your grandmama done said it, your granddaddy. Like you got generations of the N word being used. Like think about it. Your grandmama ever said the N word before?
Yes.
Your grandmama? I don't know you.
One of
One of
them
them
was at
did.
church all time.
I know Miss Tweety showed him probably.
Shit. Yes, Miss Tweety. You just used the N word. Yes, I'm gonna let you know. Yo, this the real podcast. Yo.
So like,
And she light skinned.
so you think about it. For us, it's a cultural thing. Like it's been in the family. It ain't that it's necessarily good. That's the case,
Right.
but that's the case. So you think about other groups who use it, they ain't really got that cultural significance with it. They just be using it because it sound cool.
You know, everybody say, I think this what it is. All races have that word. Like, all races have that word that someone called them, you get what I'm saying, other than what they were. But just like everything else in the world, we the coolest. Everything
Right.
we do becomes the coolest. It becomes the most attractive. It's what you're going to gravitate towards. So, you know, yeah, Mexicans was getting called, you know what I'm saying, a wetback. But, or, ain't no, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wetback though.
Yeah, but you
My
get,
wet
but
back
that's what
on.
I'm saying. Like, it
It ain't got the same.
oh, that's my
power
wet
either.
back. And that don't sound the same. You know what I'm saying? It just
Yeah.
don't sound. Oh, that's my chink. Nope, that don't
Right.
sound the same. So it is what it is. So that's how I look at it. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to move past that a little bit.
Y'all other races nicknames is boring as fuck.
Whack.
Just had to throw that out.
They're
there.
slurs, not nicknames.
Slurs, nicknames. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So anything else? You got a new kid. You doing
Nah,
your
we
new
all me.
clothing
We
thing.
about to.
We about
John
to talk
Paul,
about you.
we about to
'cause
talk about
that's,
you.
That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
What you been doing for the last 7 years?
Well, I was in Korea for 5 of those 7
Right.
years. Well, don't do that, man. See, you about to get us canceled already. We ain't even finished the episode, bruh.
I mean, bro, I don't know what I say.
I don't nothing.
want you to say
I
something
thought I
what
might
he
said
said.
something.
Right.
I don't know what he
I
said.
might said something. My fault.
That'd
If I
be like
didn't,
if somebody was like, "Oh, I was around black people." Yo, 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 yo.
niggas
They
be
do
saying
do
yo.
that, though.
Yeah, but that ain't
I'm
like
a real
that.
nigga. I ain't gonna even trip, bro. I'm gonna
Right.
know you was
Yeah,
around
it is
niggas
offensive.
if I hear yo's, you know. But go ahead, talk about them.
All
Right.
right. So yes, I was in South Korea for 5 years.
Okay, how was that?
It was great. It's wonderful. I was teaching English. I was chilling. I was in the mountains, and I was on the beach sometimes. I was in Seoul sometimes. It was fun.
What
Had
is
a good
soul
time.
for them people that don't know? Cause we know soul. They don't know soul.
Seoul is the capital city of South Korea.
Bow, you just learned something today, ignorant folk.
One of the biggest cities in the world. It's a super city of 25 million people live in Seoul. And there's only 50 million people in South Korea. So like half of their population lives in the city or in the surrounding areas.
How many
Oh,
black
so-
people live there?
I don't know. Like
Like you didn't do that research? I
Maybe
would have
like-
did that research.
5,000-10,000.
Okay. Did you see a lot of them?
I saw black people.
Did you teach black people English in Korea? Or does all the black people in Korea already come from America? Do like black people like live over there, like inhabit over there, like build families over there?
Yeah,
Have you seen a natural black Korean?
more often. It's more. You see it more now, but it ain't like a lot. What'd you say?
Have you like sort of like that? Like have you seen like a black Korean?
Oh, that's a good question.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Right, that's what I mean. Like, do you see people that are Korean? They only speak Korean because generations have been there and only know Korean.
I wouldn't say it's like generations.
Okay.
But there's definitely like
Travelers.
there's definitely like black.
Afro.
But do you think it's room
Afro-Koreans.
for that over there? Do you think it's room for that over there? Or do you think it's more so?
It depends on with like how willing you are to like put up with the inconvenience of being a foreigner in like a 99% Asian country.
But it's like, how far are we from that here, though? What I'm asking you is, anywhere you go, you have to adapt to their nature.
Right,
Is
right,
it
right.
room for black people to migrate to Korea and inhabit? Or is Korea like everybody else, they just want us for our talents?
I don't even think Korea really wants anyone else for their talents necessarily.
Okay.
Like you could like like I said, there are like black people who are married to like Korean people who have like mixed kids and stuff.
No,
there.
that's not what I mean.
But I'm saying like
I mean, for example,
no, not like like there are black refugees there. They're like Muslim refugees, like they're like African refugees and stuff. But like I said, like I don't think anyone from like America would just be like, oh, I'm just gonna move to Korea and I'm gonna live there for the rest of my life. without any connection to Korea. I mean, people do it, but it ain't like it's like a normal thing. Like it happens, like people do it,
Right.
but it's not like normal.
Okay. Okay.
Like most of the black people I met in Korea were like teachers too, like
Right.
English teachers, doing the same thing I was doing.
Right.
So
Going over there to provide a service.
yeah, like
Okay.
most foreigners there are like either teaching or they're there temporarily for like work and stuff. Like you do, especially like Western foreigners. Like you get a lot of
Right.
more like South Asian, like say South Asian foreigners or Chinese foreigners or people who are students, stuff like that.
So not like America.
Nah.
You know, like, Spanish people come over here and have families, and then 4 generations in, their children are American.
Right. Nah, you ain't really have that.
Okay.
But they haven't even really had like the immigration, like immigrant population has like ballooned more in like the last 10, 15 years. Like whereas like America's always been built
Right.
on immigrants.
Right.
Where like, countries
America
like that.
been trapping people
Right.
Yeah.
forever.
But like countries like that where it's like they have like thousands of years of like Korean history and stuff. So the US is a young country.
Right.
Like a lot of those Asian countries, they've been kicking it for 2,000-3,000 years. So
Yeah, when we go back into altruist beliefs, we going back into other cultures.
right,
It's not American culture. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
American culture is like recent, like American influence, American culture, like
American culture is
American soft power is mostly like a
From there
recent
on.
thing within like the last 100, 200 years.
American culture is black culture. When you think, when people think of America and the things that they think about, really is black culture.
Somewhat.
Do you think that? Because you are in Korea, when they think about America, what things do they talk about? Music. That's.
But they also like they mostly listen to like American like pop and rock.
Okay.
Like you can, okay. You are right that part of American culture is black culture, specifically black American culture, because you don't have like America without black America. You don't have black America without America as
Right.
a whole. So yes, part of that is the culture. And like one of the most influential parts of American culture is like the soft power we project, like music, movies, things like that. So yeah, black music is popular. For example, here's a big example that's really controversial with a lot of people. Like a lot of K-pop, like most of K-pop is influenced by like black music because black music has influenced Western music. And one of the prime examples is like SM, which is like one of the biggest music companies in South Korea. The owner was directly influenced by like the Motown system.
Okay.
Like, he came to study music in the U.S. and he was influenced by the Motown system, and he used that system combined with like Japanese idol system, and it kind of is how they got to K-pop today.
Right, I get it. Because our black children relate to Korean.
I think there's a lot. Honestly, there's a lot to relate to Korea
Right.
with Black America,
Right.
because like they were.
they like the niggas of the Asians.
Nah, not really. No, I wouldn't say that.
It's the ignorant ass podcast, so just
Right.
you heard what I said.
But like historically, like the Japanese.
We all in the backyard.
Take off then. Hit it.
Yeah, we not millionaires.
Yeah.
But like, so like the Japanese occupied Korea for like I think it's around like 100 plus years.
Okay.
So we're like Korea was like a colony of Japan, like it was colonized by Japan. So they were kind of like second class citizens in their own country. So like that
Same as niggas.
suffering is like
Right.
how you can relate to like Koreans and Black Americans.
All of us ain't come from the boat. I'm not a boat nigga. I didn't come on the boat. I know this. I don't know about y'all. Y'all are y'all boat niggas or y'all this
What you
ass
mean
shit?
by boat nigga?
Either you came over here on the boat or your people was already here. This your land. That's the confusion we have amongst ourselves.
There's a lot of lies in that shit.
Yeah, it is. But most of us come from here, from this land, I feel like.
Now, what you mean by that though? Like, see, there's a way to say that, and you can. construe
It's
it
the
in
ignorant ass podcast. So I see
Right.
it
You
as
gonna say it
ignorant.
how
I
he
said it
said it,
ignorant.
how you
I
said it.
No, but I'm saying
oh,
like no, not the way you said it, grammarly.
no, I
I'm
get you.
talking about the way it's
So-
interpreted.
Yeah, so I guess boat, like I would say, the boat, nigga. I ain't gonna keep saying that. Dude sound crazy for
It's
real,
harsh.
cause I love all us niggas.
Yes.
But I just say like
Favorite
that's the
word.
story or that introduction or when that did occur, when the slave trade, did occur. They was bringing them from over
There
there.
were no colors here.
But
There was
it's
no
like
people of color. in
it's
the
like the
land.
false thing is that like.
But slavery didn't start here.
No, but and that's what I'm
Right.
saying. But what I'm saying is like the false narrative is like there was nothing here before a white man came, and then just start bringing other stuff here. Like
Right,
no, that we were here. Like there were people. We were here. This land already been. It been civilizations going on and everything. But just like you
Right.
see in every other culture, they go somewhere where people are. They pilgrimage. They take everything. They
Right.
kill and rape and.
But it was slavery everywhere. Slavery didn't start here.
No, I know.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's why, just like I said, that's why I know some folk did come on the boat
Right.
because there was slavery going on there.
Everywhere.
But a lot of us just thinking how many people we out here African
Slavery
Americans,
started
but
with the Spanish, right? Like they were
And
the
the
first
Indians,
people
I
to
feel
like
like.
capture people, to like actually take ships
So like mid.
and go get people.
I don't know if the Spanish, Portuguese and Spanish started like the American.
we
like,
all over the place on this
international
podcast.
slave
Right.
trade.
But I mean,
I know. I just thought about it like.
because I'm just trying to prove your point that a lot of us did not come from the lineage that actually came off a boat.
We still in the introduction too.
we all like y'all ain't even had a chance to speak yet. But I mean,
They shooting.
the reason I asked that question is because like I don't really think that's true. Like
You think all of us came off the boat?
I think
John, you did not come off of no boat.
I'm gonna say, let me finish.
Your
what I'm
people
saying.
are mulatto people.
Let
You
me-
ain't
let
come
me-
off no boat,
Let
Mr.
me
Sir.
finish what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
The vast majority of Black Americans who trace their lineage to like slavery slavery times at least, came off a boat.
That's the whole. Who telling you the info? The same ones that put you in slavery.
But like,
You know what I'm
alright.
saying? Like that's who telling you the info. So of course it's gonna
Let's-
get you that.
let's-
Yeah,
let's-
keep the lie going, cuz.
It ain't.
Generations of
I
lies.
ain't going off of just off of info that other people talk. Like it ain't like white people the only people that was around then. So
Right.
the point is like, if your family was at some point a slave, at least part of your family,
Right. Okay.
then
You came off a boat.
your peoples came off.
Okay,
the boat.
I guess if you,
know
go
what I'm saying?
farther enough.
Like that's what I'm
you
saying.
know.
Like you go far back
see,
enough, your
But if
family
you go
came off.
But
farther
see, no,
enough,
this
a lot
just-
of people came off a boat. Irish people came
Well,
off
yeah,
the
I
boat.
know.
Spanish people came
But
off
see,
the
but
boat.
this
so
the
then you
logic,
say
though.
That's a different conversation.
This how you gotta break
everybody
down.
comes off a
This
boat.
how you gotta
Yeah.
break down. We saying the word nigga, black, etc.
Uh-huh.
Really, if you go across the board, those people are everywhere in every culture.
everywhere.
It's a lighter. It's either that light.
Has that
There's a
African
lighter,
descent.
finer
Okay.
complexion or whatever you want to go by, and then there is a darker, or there's a more melanated, or like you said, all through time. So even like let's say the term Indian, we see an Indian as the Pocahontas, fine hair,
I don't.
light skin, or a fair skin, but it was Indians that looked just like us.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now, them people were here, but they weren't Pocahontas to want to marry off to. They were the ones that you enslaved first. They were the ones you was killing off first.
Right.
There was a whole people here that
Right.
you had to
Yeah.
split up and mess up.
But
And that's
those-
the whole story of John Smith.
But
You
those
come over
people
here,
not
give us
black, though. Those people
But-
are Native American.
but when we, like I said, we come on a color in that sense. Like that's just the terminology.
talking
We
about-
ain't African either.
I'm talking about genealogy, and you talking about like skin color.
No,
like I get
no.
what you're saying. Like they're darker skinned individuals, but they are not.
So
What we consider
question:
black.
who we say
African.
are black people? What would we say?
Well, Americans say if you got 1%,
if
you African
American,
in
are you
you.
African? Does that mean
You're black.
All of us are African American
Uh-huh.
/ black.
Yeah.
Let's say that's you know what I'm saying.
It-
So
right?
at that point, we're just giving ourselves to we came from Africa to America. That's
Well-
basically all that says. But is that the truth? I don't believe.
All
it.
right, so
That's all I'm saying.
technically, African American is a ethnicity. It's like an ethnic identifier for a specific group of black
Americans.
individuals who tie their genealogy to like slavery times. So like somebody who's like a Nigerian immigrant is not an African American.
They're an African.
They're a Nigerian American.
You think so? Okay.
What do you call somebody from China who comes to America?
Chinese.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. So in our sense, so why are we just giving it up that we African when we know this is a stolen land? Like that's like why that's like we just giving it up that we African folk that came to America. We under the American pretense. You're right. Chinese America, Indian American, whatever American. That's the false narrative. The American part. What everybody is or that truest will be that first initial. We got black and African. But nobody's acknowledging that there was a group of people here of different complexions, of different. You had people like this look like this. Had people like this stuff been built here way before. You know what I'm
Talking
saying?
to you,
It's
Mike.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Y'all ain't hear nothing I said. Damn, I was sounding smart for a second. But yeah, no, just saying.
Yeah, but there's like, we know who those people are. Like,
Who?
you know, the Native Americans that was here. Which ones?
Bruh.
Mayans,
The
Incas,
same, but
Aztecs. Who you want? Which ones you talking about?
it's a
Cherokee,
I think it's a matter.
Choctaw,
I think it's a
Blackfoot.
matter of time frames. Like my people tell you, like we Indian.
Right.
Like my
Okay.
grandma not gonna be like, oh yeah, we was on the boat. Like I asked my grandma that story. She was like, they didn't even really learn that in school. Like or even of course like school, but like if you really, I was doing some research. Like that whole narrative don't even really get introduced until like what's that movie? What the fuck it was? Cause
What movie you talking about?
I
You talking about Amistad?
no,
just can't.
it's like Color Purple.
The Color Purple? Yeah, what about
the
it?
first John or something.
You talking about what? Oprah
No,
Winfrey?
before the Roots, maybe it might have been Roots. I don't know, but like
Oh, that
it,
she
it
came
was
from
only a
Africa?
certain point of time. Like it's a guy. It's like you can look this up. It's like a guy and everything where like the whole narrative like was pushed like hard of like black people came from boats over here. Like
Technically, black
I don't
people didn't
think
come from boats over here.
here.
They
I
came
don't
from
think
boats to
so.
South America first, or boats to like
America was not
the
sending
Caribbean.
ships to Africa to get
No.
people. They were not.
most of
they
the
were not.
Matter of fact, most like the largest part of American slave happened in America,
right.
like
So,
breeding black
That
people.
is what makes American slavery different from all other slavery is how they did slavery, like the mental.
so America
that
was
came
like
with the
the experimental
yeah.
playground
You need
for
to read the
the
Willie Lynch letter.
for the. I mean, yeah, and I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I get that.
And that's
but
what's
yeah.
different about American
Overall,
slavery
yeah.
was
So I could say
the
that's
mental
why
aspect.
we
They
toe
bred
up.
us. That was what was
Hmm?
different.
Just hit the. It's still recording, right? Yeah. All right.
Thought the computer was fried. I was about to say, they ended up in the sun for real.
He kind of in the shade. I'm sure his back hot. All right.
We ain't talking about shit.
We're not.
All right. Matter of fact, before we keep talking about it, Janice, Tell us what's been going on with you the last 7 years. We done meandered like hell.
I'm Janice. I really.
That's the episode. Long introduction.
I know, that's the point.
ain't,
But
You know, I ain't really been doing nothing. Chilling, working, starting businesses. You know, staying low, out of trouble.
all right, how many more kids you got now since last time?
Oh, don't do that. Oh yeah, well two.
Yeah, two more.
Two.
All right, yeah.
I think it's one because the last time I had the other baby.
Oh, she was.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
See,
She
that's
was a
the
newborn
bullshit.
back
See?
then.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been like 7 years. She was like noob. You beat yourself after the fact.
You know.
All right.
For editing purposes.
So you got a new youngin.
Yes, yes.
You working for yourself.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's what's up. Finally, we on to the quiet person today.
Over here in the corner.
He chilling.
I'm thinking about this therapy I'm gonna need.
From what?
What?
To tell
This
what's
is
been
therapy.
going on. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
y'all gonna
yeah,
have to
you
go sit
had
down with
some.
somebody. after this
Right.
shit.
You done
Like,
had-
what's been going on?
Everybody else,
Like,
everybody else in
what's-
7 years was like, yeah, I was in
Yeah,
Korea.
like-
You know, it was great. It was amazing.
Yeah, I just been
Everything been the
chilling.
same,
Just
man.
life.
Just chilling, just life.
Yeah.
You know.
Just lifing, you know.
So,
But I got one new baby.
Okay.
Since 7
Yeah,
years.
yeah, 7 years. Yeah.
Cash dog was already here, so
Yeah, okay.
Cash
we got
was young.
Aaliyah in the building. She's 4 now.
Okay.
I mean, I just like to say, I feel
Try a
like
few
everyone's elevated and,
Yeah.
and leveled up.
We
and-
still been moving.
Yeah, I
Yes.
feel like,
We
yeah,
are.
yeah.
I feel like we all in a much more comfortable position right
Yes,
now
sir.
Yes, yes.
than we
Definitely,
was 7
definitely.
years ago.
I've been sober
Yes.
all year.
That's
Okay,
what I'm saying. Like, you
congrats.
sober, you know.
Hey, cause this nigga you be drunk.
Yes.
You be drunk.
You vegetarian, you
Yes.
clean and
Eating
shit.
clean.
You be working out.
Yes.
You be out in the sun running laps and shit. Like, nah, bruh.
Nah, for sure. Oh, yo, you gotta fuck with me downtown.
Well, you puffing this shit, bro.
That's me. You ain't gotta do that. I got a
Yeah,
good
that's
route
fair
though.
enough.
I got a good route, bro.
Just
I'm
gotta
on
be
it.
on.
2 days a
What
week.
times you doing? In the mornings and evenings?
Mornings, no.
Yeah, I'll be probably at work when you.
I do when you trying to do it. You feel me? But I just got a good route. It just be that jump.
Honestly, I just be getting in where I fit
therapeutic.
in.
You feel me?
The days be full.
What?
These days, I have to
Oh,
get
oh,
in.
Yeah,
I
he
get
be
in
ripping
where I
with the
fit
kids
in.
and stuff.
Be like
Yeah.
you gotta jump on the thought.
Yeah, you gotta
Right.
go.
You need to be outside. Shit, I'm jogging.
Let me run.
Start
Let
right
me
around
take
the
this
corner.
run right
It's
here.
like, oh, I got 40
Yeah,
minutes
yeah,
before I gotta be
Yes.
somewhere.
Run to the store and run back.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah, the days be full.
Yeah, they do.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dynamics
y'all,
are different.
I be chilling.
right. But I'm
I ain't
blessed.
gonna lie, I be. Yeah, my days
Yeah,
be
like I
full.
said,
Yeah.
compared to 7 years ago, we
I'm
all in
blessed.
like, I think,
Oh, yeah, I think it
comfortable
was a mess.
spaces.
I really have.
Yeah.
a
I'm
solid
sorry, but I'ma say it
foundation,
now.
like, yeah.
JP gonna
Back
have
then,
one.
I was getting myself
Huh?
By
together.
the time season 2
Gonna have what?
of the ignorant ass, you know what I'm saying? I just thought about that. You feel?
What
Right.
What's going on?
We doing it. Y'all do it with me. Just say it with me. JP gonna have one.
I wonder what. You know?
Sprinkle that shit on it.
I don't even know what
Hey.
he said, but
Don't
You
you
know.
wish that on me,
You
Rick
know.
and Bobby?
What'd he say?
He put it together. He know what's going
Oh,
on.
exactly
Oh,
what
okay.
the
Yeah,
hell
put
he
it together.
is.
Now I was saying we was all talking about kids.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
the hell he
so,
is.
you know, they people
Oh.
been
Wish
chilling
that-
out
Aw,
here.
man, y'all don't wish
Been
that
chilling,
energy on
big
me.
dog. Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Well,
you
yeah,
know
it
what?
ain't
And
for
I'm not gonna
everybody.
even lie.
It ain't
Yeah,
for
I'm
me.
not
No,
gonna
it
wish
ain't
it
for
on you for
everybody.
real. I'm not. I take all that back.
That's
though.
funny.
Take all that back.
Nah, I'm not
I
a.
just had that thought though, for real.
I'm
Like, damn,
enjoying
Jay
the
still
freedom.
free out this jump.
I can just leave and go to Korea for 5 years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But you
Yeah.
got, you got a village.
Exactly. It's
Like I
enough of
got a
them
village.
already.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's different. So don't say that. So you still would have the freedom, and then maybe you could be the tribe.
Nah.
Okay.
How many kids y'all done had?
Right.
I know it's probably. Dang, she ain't had it. She Taekwon, Rayshawn,
The name stuff.
You know, they tripping today. But you know what's funny? We talk about it's been 7 years since the first podcast.
Yes.
You know what one of the topics was 7 years ago?
What?
The N word.
The M word.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
The
That's why,
N-word.
bro. This, bro, I don't care, bro. Like, I feel like we be arguing and we just put ourselves on a cycle of the same disappointments
shit.
or like the same
Yeah.
liberations we try. Bro, it's today. I'm gonna walk outside. If I want to say, "Shut up, cracker," I can do that. I'm free. Like, can't nobody stop me from doing that.
Right.
We not on the same mind frame, so we can't be in the same just trauma. We be year
Yeah,
round.
you
Like-
could say that.
Right.
There's nothing legally stopping
But
you
I'm
from
just
saying.
saying, like, we under a whole different new pretenses. So it's like, at this point, we still be complaining though about stuff that, bro, they was on a way worse pretenses. So it's like at this
Right.
point, what we gonna do?
But
like
just
we
don't
just
say
be
it.
mentally.
Yeah, you just
Don't say what. Don't say what.
any of it. You don't have to like. I mean, you say the N word. I don't care. I ain't gonna judge you for
I'm
that.
saying, we just said nigga.
But I'm saying like the whole idea of like
I think that's how you should combat
just using the slur just to use it is completely unnecessary.
But that's the whole ideology about the word.
Yeah.
And that's how it came to how it is now.
But I think that's how you combat it though. You know, like I said, you just start using
But
them
that's
other
niggas
words.
for you. Just take
You
it.
feel me? Just start using
No.
other words.
just use other
Just-
shit.
If you feel if like a white man come up to you and you feel like he used it offensively, you know
I
what
don't
word
use
you,
that word.
you know what word
You don't
You
use
don't use the
N-word?
N-word?
That nigga lying.
This nigga.
You see how we just used it in two different contexts, and it won't even like negative for real. It was just an acknowledgement.
Because I work with a lot of white folk, so
Yeah.
naturally it leaves my tongue because I don't use it with them. So I don't.
Right.
I mean,
I
I
don't
get
do
that.
a
I get
lot of
that.
code switching. I stay myself
Right.
majority of the
yeah, I
time.
ain't use it. I ain't
I
really
get
use it in Korea much.
So
I
I don't
ain't have no
talk to
need
them
for
that
it.
way. So
You don't have no need for
There
it
you
in
go.
Korea.
So okay,
Right.
and that's what. But that's
right.
completely
that's what I'm saying.
understanding.
It's said in relation
that's
to
completely
us.
understanding.
Right.
And that's why other cultures shouldn't use it.
Yeah, like I was down at the little pop up downtown at the Water Dog.
See what
and
I'm
it was,
saying? There you go.
Right, yeah.
And it was them down there. It was that kind of crowd. But yeah, it wasn't like I was saying, "What's up? How you doing, sir?" You know, and how you? Yes, sir. How you? Yeah, I wasn't down there just nigga. So
But it's
I
like,
get it.
you know, it's crazy because it's like a subconscious thing. Like, I don't even think about not saying it.
Right.
I just don't say
I
it.
think the offense we take now is knowing that when we do use it, it's a form of. It's like it's acknowledging.
glad too, I do use it.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, like because when you're around your niggas, yeah, I'm about to say because when you're around your niggas, you're gonna use that word, and it even show why it's important. You feel
Not
me?
with your white
You don't use it with them.
peers.
You don't even think about it,
tolerate
right?
it with them. I
no.
get that.
Absolutely don't.
But yeah,
But with us,
it's a form of
okay.
it's a
Because
show of
we've taken
endearment.
that word from being something really bad and really negative.
It's
It really
familiarity
means
or
stupid.
acknowledgement
That's
to
what
me.
it
That's
means.
what I say.
I think it's the.
Subpar
I think it's the
for other
intent.
cultures.
The
yeah,
intent.
behind it.
Cause I'm
Like-
not gonna lie.
And other cultures
I have
don't
called a
use
white
it when
person
they
nigga.
talking negative about us.
So I'm not gonna
Or
even
when,
lie.
like,
I don't think I'm not
or
saying
they
it's cool.
doing
We
some
should use it
ghetto
around them,
shit.
but
Right.
again, to me, it's a matter of familiarity. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you know, I know you is what I know you. Like, you get what I'm saying? You might be a white boy, but like, you as niggas I know. You get what I'm saying?
But-
Now, that ain't saying you a nigga, and you shouldn't
Do
use
he
the word.
say
nigga.
I told you we
Nah,
talk
But
about
that's
it.
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
It
but
might
at the
slip
same
out
time, they
because
come.
of relation to
Yeah,
him, and
yeah.
that's comfortable.
Yep, that's it.
But he shouldn't use the word.
Yeah, but like he wouldn't. But
Out
like,
of respect,
but
he
they-
shouldn't use the word knowing
that's
where the
what I'm
word
saying.
came
That's my
from.
thing.
That's
It's
what
a
I'm
respect
saying.
what I'm
thing.
They
saying?
validate,
It
they
is
gonna
a
understand
respect
it.
thing.
Yeah.
So typically, when they use that word, it's being used negatively. So they
But
shouldn't
what
use
about
it.
wiggers?
Wiggers?
There are wiggers out here.
White niggas.
I get it.
We cannot
we talked
act
about
like-
that on the last.
We cannot act like. Huh?
That's where the whole.
We were
talked
just
about
talking. We
that
talked
on
about
the
this
last podcast.
last
We
time.
Well,
can't
yeah.
act
Black
like
Rob, who's a white guy.
We cannot act like. Oh, we did talk about. Yo, that's crazy. This was a
Same
topic.
shit
like,
going on.
yo,
Same shit.
that's
Same
crazy.
conversation.
That is crazy for real. But like, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, there are
I
some
asked you
white
what the
boys
topic was
who
gonna be.
like, yeah.
I said we was like, hey, and it came right back up. We
Right.
just going back up 7 years.
I
But
feel
it's-
like it's a difference too. You gotta be able to fight too.
Here's my
You
thing.
know what I'm saying? If you the white boy and like you using the word nigga because you be around niggas and blah blah, and that's like really, it's
Right.
really in you and it's a thing. At the same time, when somebody tests you, you about to act like a nigga about it. What?
Right.
Say
Right,
something.
right,
you get what
right.
I'm saying?
Yes.
Like that's the difference. If it's the homie that man he buckled up. Man, I ain't you perpetrating. It ain't really in you. It ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
you ain't ready to fight for that shit. Like, not to say fight for the right, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it's some people who really been raised by black folk, black hands, black, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they heard nigga every day.
Right.
You know, they was mad when somebody was noticing that they was the white person.
Right.
You know what I'm
can
saying?
kinda-
Like, that shit that shit,
You
I
can
know some
kind
people
of
like
tell
that.
when a person is like that. Though.
And that's what I'm saying. You can tell. You can,
like
that's what I'm saying. You
the
can tell
N
the
word
difference.
come out their mouth differently.
Okay.
Like, imagine if you was sitting somewhere,
I don't
you
like
like in the middle of like the suburbs, and a bunch of like white kids who listen to rap music was saying the N word. It sounds different.
Okay.
It come off they tongue different.
Nah, they should mute that part.
I mean, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree, but that's not you.
I
Like
get
I
it.
said,
South the
call
box.
them what you want to call them.
They wiggers.
Nah,
They
I'm
part
not
of the
talking
culture.
about they.
They
the
came off
people-
the boat, but you didn't come off the boat.
The
You got
person
mama,
Chris
man.
talking about is them
TikTok
different.
set
You
new
was
trends
already
every
over
day.
here,
They out here
so-
calling gingers niggas.
Right.
Yeah, you already over here though,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So-
But so
Well,
how do you feel about that?
That's a joke.
I'm not gonna.
I think it's
it is
a joke.
It is a joke, but I think like it's a joke. It's sort of mockery in a sense.
But I do know a couple.
It's more
gender
so, but they
dudes
could
that- I
they
do
could
know some-
act like us because they're the minority.
Yeah, I'm about to say
because
I
they
get.
were
I
treated
understand the
differently,
concept.
you
They can
know?
have a mental.
What are y'all talking about?
The
That's like
gingers are black thing.
It's like a TikTok
What the hell is
trend.
a ginger?
Redhead.
a redhead.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I did see somebody.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah. And so, not like that, but I mean, I just feel like what it is everybody to some degree has some form of disapproval or feel like they was left out probably somewhere. Their people, their representation. I just feel like I said, we niggas and we the coolest.
If you've
Everything gonna
ever-
bounce off air.
If
us.
you've ever been a
We
minority,
gonna be the one held up to reflect it to.
right? If you've ever been a minority,
Man.
you've probably been treated like a nigga at some point. Almost every minority has that type of experience where they've been treated less than.
Yeah, that's all. It's just
Like-
us as the one. We
Think
the,
about
the one that
think
you
about how they
compare it
talk
to,
about
you know?
gingers and make jokes about gingers. Oh, gingers ain't got no souls. They dead inside. Look at the little redhead. They ugly.
Do the curtains match the drapes?
You know what I'm saying? They've been sexualized. They've been discriminated
I said,
against.
what the fuck?
Right.
I ain't never asked nobody that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Pull up on that.
so I think that's
In
the
that
idea.
community, it don't. It don't.
Right.
No,
Right.
you got
That's
on
the
blind
idea
wig.
behind that.
I know. That's why we be telling y'all wear y'all natural hair.
What are you talking about
That
now,
was a
man?
conversation too.
Oh, the natural hair? Oh, man.
You can't ask black girl do the curve match drapes. We know it don't. The hair. The hair. You got Susan up top. And we know down bottom. You got soul glow. So don't be
Stupid.
playing. You know what I'm saying? But we bring it back. Bring it back.
I am crying.
So, you have
It's really
an
hard
issue
for
with
us
the
to
natural-
wear our natural hair.
Your hair natural
You
right
doing
now,
it right
man?
This ain't my natural hair. This is additives.
I
Like, my
mean,
hair is long and
but you
beautiful,
got
don't
like
get it
a-
twisted.
Well, not like that,
But in order to preserve my hair,
okay, well, I just feel like.
so that's why women wear wigs. Because our hair is more fragile than they leave
But that's
you
a
to
little
believe.
different than what
Just
we-
like
No.
your hair.
That's like me and say I be wearing hats because so I won't go bald.
Nigga,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
bald, so I wear a
But
hat.
I'm just saying. But I'm saying that's like.
Oh,
us
that's something that's
saying-
changed in 7 years.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like something to
shit was
say
staying
like
there,
that. I
too.
just feel like
But
that
you
don't
still
make
was
sense.
rocking it out and about.
I'm working
I
on
get
my-
it.
it's still- I still
I get
get
it.
no
I get
season.
it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know. I just to me I just feel like we say we just lost in so many eras. You know, I mean in so many ways. It's like it's a natural maintenance and care that y'all beautiful black queens supposed to be on, but we ain't on it. Most of us ain't on what we supposed to be on. You feel me? So
I get it.
you know, we all grew up on it just for me, just like
I get
everybody
it. I
else.
get
We
it.
don't know what
I
that
haven't
shit
had
was.
a perm in centuries.
I know. I'm just saying we all
What's a
grew up
century,
on it.
John?
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody,
What's a
everybody's
century?
sister has them just for
100
me.
Oh, no,
Tell me
not
I'm
a
lying.
century.
You
Like
feel me?
a decade.
Decade.
Decades. I could say I haven't had
Yeah,
a perm.
no, for
and I
sure.
will say my hair grows better without.
But you got, I'm
perm.
just saying, it's like it's just certain traditions we was just in. Like we
Yeah.
cannot act like folk was hot combing, burning they shit, just trying to.
You know, the first black millionaire became a millionaire because of hair care.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was it, Sir? Was it Truth?
I have no
No.
idea what her
It's
name
like
is.
Sir. No,
You
it's.
talking about Sojourner Truth?
Nope,
I know
nope.
that ain't.
It
that
ain't
ain't
I
her.
don't- I don't
It's,
know who
it's,
it
no, I do,
was.
man. I know.
I know
this,
who
yo.
it is.
Yeah, I do know. I can't say the
But I
name
can't
right now.
think
I do
of her
know who it
name.
is though, for real.
Someone maybe like a B or something.
We'll Google
It's
it.
off that,
We'll,
the hot
we'll
comb,
Google
ain't it?
it.
It was
Next
off the
time
hot
we'll
comb.
Hair
Google it.
products too, I think.
Yeah, and hair products, but I think.
Yeah, we worry about that next time. All right.
But yeah, take it back. Take it back. You know what I'm saying? Take it back.
The other thing we talked about 7 years ago.
Let us know in the comments.
What?
Take the hair. We talking about the hair. We still on the hair. Go
Y'all,
ahead, go
we
ahead.
on something else,
Go
man.
ahead.
We
All right,
talking about
let's go,
hair. and
let's
shit.
go,
All
let's
right.
go.
Who the lady was?
What
the
lady?
first black millionaire, right? We don't know.
Oh! You telling them to let us know in the comments?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there
Let us know.
in the comments.
Jay was lost. We was
I
on.
was lost for real.
We was on. Jay was lost.
I was on a completely other topic, but all right.
I get it. You like your woman natural, right?
You gonna keep interrupting me?
Can't be picked.
I do that.
But no, all right, keep
Yeah,
talking.
I prefer, but I mean, it is what it is. But
Right.
like I said, like Shorty, she be doing natural, but she be wearing the little wigs and all that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm like, yeah, I prefer natural, personally.
That's what they say until you're natural all the time.
I mean, yeah, but no, natural and just regular is two different things.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you can be beautiful with your natural hair, maintenance your hair. Like, when
Just
you get
do
up
something to it.
you know that if you just grab the wig from up under the bed and throw it on top of your head, it's gonna look. It might not look good.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay, I
So,
get it. I get
you know what I
it.
mean, like it just, but for, like I said, it's that pride, or I ain't gonna say pride, but it's that mental. It's like just as much, man. If you spending how many hundreds of dollars on a wig,
Right.
You know what's
Man.
crazy?
You can spend it on your regular hair.
We talked about black hair last
your hair
time
be
too.
growing more. You could be You be doing all types of stuff
Definitely,
with it.
definitely.
You can change the texture with all the money you
Talking about the
spending on
same
wig, on
conversation.
other hair. That's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, logic is logic. You know.
And I'm pretty sure Chris brought it up last time too.
Right. That's what I
Golly,
said.
man.
That's why.
Golly. I'm an advocate, man.
But natural hair, natural, well kept hair.
I'm honestly not for real. Us, as far as us overall, not just females, like
Right.
us, just natural and us. Like that's just me. Like I don't, you know, the rest. It's a lot of folk in the world that can't do what we do and what we capable of. We don't take pride in it.
I
So,
get it.
yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah. You know, man. White people love my hair. They wish they had this shit. Really.
Right.
For real, it's a lot of them
Right.
that really this is so fascinating to them. Like, and we don't understand how important or how fascinating it is to them.
Right.
But we walking
They-
around with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they people. This is stuff they don't talk about outside. This is stuff that they families been talking about. Like, yeah, well, you know, go later on down the line, you know, we might have to find us some black men.
Right. But not in institutions.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like for longevity.
Yeah, they
You
like
know?
to look at
White
that
people
shit.
know
They
they
want to
losing
touch
out
it
here.
too.
White people know they losing. This is ignorant ass podcast.
I'm
We need to
sorry.
talk, right? We need to say
Oh,
this.
yeah, y'all just
I was about to
talking.
say, dang, I'm going in
But
right
it's,
now.
yeah, man,
Right.
it's a podcast. This is what you
They
do.
know they
Right.
losing to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They are, man. Especially the women.
Man, you know, them Knicks kids.
You are a fantasy.
To be honest, we gonna
Right.
be.
But they know that-
a new race that we
Right.
not gonna even. Yeah,
That's gonna
how I
be
feel.
their race.
Yeah, it's gonna be like for real.
Oh,
because
well, I
at this
shouldn't say
point,
that. I shouldn't say there.
You
What you
gotta
mean?
get, yeah, at this point, black.
The white.
That's what you trying to get with
what's
everybody.
The official term for it.
For a
What?
white person?
The Caucasian
Oh, Caucasian.
race
Yeah.
is about to be extinct, and that's what they fear.
Yeah, they minority. They been minority.
They're about to
And
be
low
the
key,
minority,
yeah,
if
and
you
low
think
key,
about it, and
when you
that's why
creating
they
other
are so
mixed
afraid
races,
of
they even smaller now. Like
immigration
they
and
gonna lose
equal
control at some
rights,
point, so they have to
and because
integrate.
If they allow
You
that
feel?
stuff, it encourages interbreeding, and they know. Like, let's think about it. All
A
I
white
mean-
man would love to have a LeBron James.
right.
Like, come on now.
But the
like,
women think like
that's
that.
what it is.
The
Like,
women
yeah,
think like
'cause they
that.
know that.
That's why they target those type of men.
Mm-hmm.
They think about genes. White women think about their lineage.
Sun
like
ain't going
their-
nowhere. It's gonna get
If that
hotter.
makes any sense.
Yeah.
I need some melanin in my babies. I need something to block. We dying out here.
Exactly.
Like, help us.
Oh,
And
okay.
and white men think about it too. Why do you think they put it?
Come
Well, I
on,
don't.
man.
We're not gonna talk about that. But
Lineage.
talking
white
about?
men think about that
It's
too.
about lineage,
About-
man. Lineage. Lineage.
we're not different podcasts.
They don't want to say it
That,
until
But-
that is a different podcast.
but-
you ain't gonna see it
why do you
until
think?
they're mixed
But why do
kids
you think?
is
Just
pushing
Why do I
it
so
think
out
you
what?
here.
know what we're talking about.
time is it?
Like they know it is. It's as time goes
Okay, yeah.
on, they are going to be the minority
No, yeah.
because as of America's standard, 1% is 1%. Kim Kardashian's kids are black children.
Right. But Kim Kardashian
by
ain't
goal,
white,
by
though.
agenda,
Right.
by
Right.
strict like precision.
plan.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
this ain't
Somebody else
this
carried
ain't
them to have
just because I
them.
want my kid to have braids. No, this is and
Yeah.
the future.
Okay.
It gotta be. We need the
Y'all-
strongest.
all
She
right.
is into product management.
We gotta be
Calm
lasting.
down.
Skin, hair.
Let me speak. Y'all are talking in contradictions right now.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So first you're saying that white people are afraid that they're going extinct.
No, I said white men.
Yes, I'm gonna say that.
I said
Okay.
white men.
White men.
So
All
that
right.
plan of action.
Older white men are afraid that they are going extinct.
All right. So
White women are preferring other races over their own.
okay.
That's my
That's what
view.
your
That's
view
my
is. All right.
opinion. Wealthy. Well, some
wanna-
poor too.
I want to give you my thoughts.
Okay.
First, I'm going to say this is a not an all white people thing. Y'all are generalizing for the most part.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
We
for a
just gonna put
fact.
that out
For a
there.
fact.
You think
Because
it's
it's
a
some
everybody
It's some
thing?
white folk I
No,
love.
I'm
so.
saying
Don't ever take
in
my shit,
general, this is a generalization
Some white
conversation.
people.
You're not, some white people think this.
Them Fox News watchers. Who said that? Mario said that.
Yeah. So, but there's a name
Shit
for
on
this.
Fox News.
He'll
Like,
know
this
what I'm
is a-
talking about
this
if
is
you
a-
watch it, comment.
This is a legitimate thing. It's called the Great Replacement Theory. Like, this
Right.
is a real thing.
I know it's a real thing.
Where there are groups of white people who are afraid that they're becoming extinct and being replaced.
Yes.
This is a very large thing in like Republican conservative fields, especially like they're like people who do a lot of talking and stuff like that. Like Charlie Kirk is afraid of the Great Replacement. So this is a real idea, real theory, and it's something that does guide a lot of their like political decisions.
Right.
So,
I didn't
yes,
just make that up.
You didn't make that up. That is
I
a real
read a
thing.
lot. I read a lot.
That is a real thing. As
Right.
far as like white women picking specifically based on
I'm
genetics,
on social media a lot.
I don't know.
I'm on
I'm
social
sure.
media a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure there are white women who do that, but I don't think that's like a.
You think they
A
just fall
white
in love?
women thing.
You don't think there's no decisions behind it? Like
No, of
white
course there's
women
gonna be,
are
like,
taught how to
decisions like
date
that.
at young ages.
Of course.
They are very strategic.
But my thing is like, for women in general who think like that, it doesn't have anything to do with race for the most part.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
You don't think it has anything to do with height and ability and
I think it's
Yeah,
longevity.
but that's a cross race thing though.
you think so?
Yeah, like that's not just specific to like something that white women do.
Example.
I think all women, well, not all women. I think a lot of women in general look for who they think is like a superior man.
isn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like this
isn't
is
as-
like you looking for who you think is the best.
Okay, I get that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that's just like a white woman thing.
Okay.
As far as like the Great Replacement, older white man, yeah, you're probably 100%. There's
Okay.
a lot of them who, but as far as like white women going across race just to
So
like,
what do you think it is?
like,
Cause there, I mean, what do you think it
With
is?
the white woman, I think you're referring to, like, they can come up, they already rich, but they can
Right.
go outside their race to
Yeah,
get that,
like-
that body they want. That
Right.
strength they
That's
want.
what I'm
But I
saying.
think that's like-
more so what I'm talking about.
yeah, I get
Yeah.
that, but I don't think. I'm not saying white women don't do that, because like they do, but I think that's just a woman thing. Like you would see that across all
Oh,
like
right.
racial.
Well, Kanye, his influence is different.
Right.
Her going out to Kanye.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
her influence.
But yeah,
Right. Because she's a influencer.
right. So that would be
What
influence.
about-
Right.
Good for her in that form.
And
what
her
about like
children.
the big? What about like the big heavyset white John that be
Hold
with the
on.
little black girl, the little black dude, with like the small little black dude?
That's love.
I'm just saying, we all know a
They be
scenario
in
like that.
love.
I just wonder.
Right, like that's like
They be in
I just
love.
wonder, you know.
She be 600
We all
pounds.
know a scenario. Yeah, we all know that. We know
because
that
like
scenario.
you like
I just think the upper class.
right. But I think that comes off as like a white woman thing because you see that
Right.
among like, especially if you talk of like sports and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, yeah, or like rich people. But I don't think that's just because of the race. I think it's because of the other things that
Man,
person
listen,
brings
all
to
I'm
the
gonna
table.
say is this, man. We was hiding out in the barn. And all we could put together was the Underground Railroad. They've been having clans meetings in secret forever and ever and ever. You ain't gonna tell me these folk ain't planning that shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Now we don't know, and we ain't see it in public. But when the cross burning,
But that's the
But
only
nobody
thing I like
really,
about Trump. That's the only thing I like about Trump is he gonna tell
it's
it.
just gonna get told. That's all.
Because
Even if
they,
he's fucked
I
up and told
mean,
it, it's
they've
gonna
been
get
in the
told.
cut for
But nobody
years
really
making the
disagrees with that.
same decisions. This is what he is doing what they want him to do.
Man, like I said,
His
we've been crying about the
supporters.
same things.
He
man.
just gonna tell
It's
it.
gonna be the same. But all right, so like,
Shout out on April on the
Hey.
Ignorant Ass podcast.
so like, what we talking about? Like, we think this is just a white person thing because that's what we're most familiar with.
No, Mexicans don't like it either.
But no, what I'm saying is like,
Spanish people don't like
right, and
it.
you,
Italian people
you're
don't
proving
like
my
it.
point.
Irish people don't like it.
But this
we
isn't
don't
just.
care.
Hold
We-
on, let me finish what I'm
Okay,
saying.
go ahead, because I didn't interrupted you
You
again.
did. So like, xenophobia is a human thing. The reason like the racism, xenophobia, discrimination, that is a human characteristic.
Okay, break it down.
So like, the majority of most societies are going to discriminate against the minorities in those societies. And this is like a worldwide phenomenon. Like, if you go to
And it's
South
always
Africa,
the niggas.
black South Africans hate white South Africans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if you go to like the Dominican Republic, light-skinned white Dominicans hate dark Dominicans. Right? Like, this is a universal trait of humanity that they
humans.
hate what's different from them.
Yeah, but
But
that's
where
what
did
I-
we get
but
that
that's
from?
But that's what
Graham
I
saying
was
like
saying
dark niggas.
But
earlier.
where-
You know what I'm saying? Right, you know?
Not at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Where did that come from?
It's
though?
a
Who
survival
was
trait.
fucking you up the most?
Right.
You
Like,
put a face
imagine
on it. The
right now
light-skinned folk.
we are more of like developed society. You know, we can just sit back and chill and buy our food. But imagine if you had to like hunt in a specific area, or like you had to find food in a specific area that was only available there, and it was either your group or another group who could get it. What would you do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna go out of your way to like kill those people, and the way you make yourself feel better about killing those people is by dehumanizing them.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
usually what happens, right? We're gonna make these people slaves, but we have to make ourselves feel fine about it by dehumanizing them. So we're gonna call them animals. We're gonna call them savages
Or boat niggas.
or boat niggas.
Cause say we was here thriving and chilling for real. You know, then they came over here
But here's the thing about like
and split us up.
here's the
Light
thing about
skin,
that slave
dark skin.
trade. though.
Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all alright.
But let me ask you a
How long
question.
had Tulsa been there before? Developed a
Uh,
long time ago, or was that
you mean like
the black community that was there?
well, that I mean, Tulsa developed after like slavery ended and Reconstruction
It was
and
after
all that.
slavery.
Yeah, like
Where
As
the
far as,
40
like,
acres
black
and the mule at?
oh man, y'all, this is a whole other podcast for that.
I mean, y'all
one.
talking about, y'all keep
We
talking
gonna be
about
talking about
slavery.
reparations
That's all
and
I
shit.
want to talk about.
Them folks slave.
But like,
No, that came off wrong. Not fuck slavery, but yeah, fuck the mindset of slavery.
I think it's perfectly fine to say fuck slavery. Like,
Is it? I
Wow.
feel like I'm saying it to the ancestors or something like fuck.
Oh, that would be like fuck slaves. So we're not saying that. You're saying fuck slavery.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
Like-
slavery. It just I don't know. I feel like I just been real ignorant on this junk, so I'm trying to tone it down.
Ignorant ass podcast.
Jeez, that's all. But yeah, so is a topic.
I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
We all over the fucking place.
We all over the place.
Nah, for
All
real,
over the
it's cause we
place.
chilling, man.
Actually,
It's a
for a
good
topic-
breeze.
We had a topic.
So, Patrick,
We had a topic.
What's up?
We talked about it.
Oh,
anything you want to discuss? Because I feel like you just
You ain't
been
been
over
talking
here
much. Yeah, what's going on?
I'm here.
in the corner.
that nigga ain't
I'm
even
here
wiped
just-
his face with his sweat towel.
Just so I won't get fined.
He said so he won't get fined.
So we won't get by.
All right.
Nah, I'm here.
I get it.
Y'all going in. So
Who's having? What, like, see,
This
if
mic
we want
checks.
Patrick to talk, we got to start talking about like taxes. Then he gonna
fuck
be
tax.
I am looking for a tax strategist, though.
man.
If you know anybody.
Do it look like I ain't in that tax bracket? I'm not in a tax bracket where I need a tax strategist.
But why would you need to be in a tax bracket to need a tax strategy? Are you doing anything to where you would need to pay taxes?
That's my point.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Like unless you in
But
like,
I'm looking for a tax strategist so that I can make the right moves the first
Yeah, I know.
time.
I think
sorta
what you
get
need
what
is
you're
a
saying.
accountant.
Right.
Like as far as your
Instead
business and our
of-
businesses and shit
Right.
like that, you want to try to see or try to file stuff right. You just know.
I'm trying
yeah.
to maximize.
I be on that too, but even me, I just be in my
profit
mindset. I be
and
like,
minimize.
I didn't probably moved fucked up all year.
But that's what I'm saying.
So
That's
it's
why
like, I
you
know
need
I
the
gotta
strategist
start.
to
Yeah, I
say,
need to
hey,
start
Chris, if
and-
you're doing this,
Yeah.
because really you should be paying your taxes quarterly, not at the end of the year.
Really, I shouldn't be paying no fucking tax.
And
There we go.
right, I get it. I mean, I get it.
That's
I get
my
it,
problem.
but-
My problem is
That
that.
I be ready walking
Yeah.
there telling
Shit, how
folks,
we rock,
I am
you
a
know.
man of God, and I rebuke all
But it
this.
don't work
You
like
gotta
that.
pay
It
tax
don't work
too.
like
It don't
that.
work like
It
that.
don't work
It
like
do not
All
work
right,
like
so
that.
here, this is what I'm gonna say. You paying taxes regardless, so you should just be worried about how to work around.
I mean,
your
I
taxes.
do
Right,
it for my
because
little Snickers
there is
ball.
a-
You
you
know,
know, there's
a
a
little
code.
extras 99
No,
because
nigga.
for my shoes. But
Do
no,
you drive
man.
on the roads? Do you use the electricity? What about the water?
Nope.
But we pay for water though.
You pay for the actual water.
We're paying for all this
We
shit.
pay for the
We're
actual
paying for
water.
10 times.
We're
That's what I'm
paying
saying,
for
but
the
you're-
system at
let
place.
me. You pay for the specific amount of water on your water bill.
Right, I
You're
get that.
paying
I
for
get
the
that.
amount
I
of
get
Like
water.
this land we're on, our family have had this shit how long?
But it's always been in Lynchburg. Like the land has
So,
always been in Lynchburg.
Who owns
City.
Lynchburg?
The city?
Man, we could go all day. How the fuck somebody owns something that's not there? I mean, like,
Because it's a. I get what you're saying.
It's the system.
said talk about
That's the whole
taxes.
thing.
But
It's
when the
just like-
city was established, it was established by the people who lived in the city.
Right,
You
I
know what
get
I'm saying?
that.
Like, in order to become a city, you have to.
Yeah,
like,
I get
the
all
people
that
have
shit.
to-
Pay.
but at some point, my shit should be mine. People have paid for this shit.
Is it too late to start new cities?
No.
No, you just have to buy the
New
land.
cities start all
yeah,
the
I've
time.
seen-
I've been seeing them.
But
No,
we're
but
still
I'm saying-
paying somebody else.
Yeah, but
So how do I
yeah, but like, if I
recategorize my
start
land
a
to be
new
my
city,
land?
Yeah, like
It gotta
nigga,
be. You gotta
it's
have
my
so many
rules.
Outside of the city, yeah. Like,
and-
all right, like,
If I go outside the city, I'm in somebody's county.
but like, let's say
Like if
You-
if y'all own this land, or so let's say this land is bought,
right.
you bought this land flat out, the acreage
Uh-huh.
or whatever.
Right.
That's like Disneyland being owned by
But he pay taxes.
Britain or
But
whatever.
he probably don't pay no whole lot of
No,
taxes because he
but-
doing
but he
charity
do his
and
own,
stuff.
Like, but it's like it's so much that it's like
Because he have
it's
a
under his
tax
own
strategist.
Under domain. It's like not under American domain. Like, it's a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
It's weird.
Well,
like
no,
Florida's
it's-
like that
no, I'm
anyway,
telling
right?
you, it's like that.
Disney World is still within the United States and subject to the laws of Florida. Disney World owns its own city, like it's actually a city
Okay.
within Florida, like the city.
Yeah,
that
so
Disney
that's what I'm
World is in,
saying.
it's
So
a
say
city
if
within Florida.
so if I bought an acreage and I establish it as a city.
But you have there are rules that you have to follow in order order to
I mean,
establish.
I guess
You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
where they.
I get what you're saying.
I
but,
got
like,
you.
You have to
Yeah,
have like
I get what you're
such
saying.
and so many residents. Like, let's say we went out and bought like 200 acres in some county in the middle of nowhere. Like, if you get enough residents to come in, y'all can establish a city within that state. And then that's when you decide the rules, how many taxes you gotta pay,
Alright,
blah
but-
blah blah.
Yeah,
But you
see,
still
the
will pay
city-
taxes because
You
you
still have to
still would
pay
have to
taxes.
upkeep
You
the
have to
city
upkeep the
together.
city. That's really what the taxes are paying for, like city.
But it will
So,
go
like,
to
let's
you
say,
though,
like,
the
Amish
family
people,
land.
right?
Yeah,
Let's say like Amish people.
right.
Uh-huh.
Like when they be out there on their land or whatever, and it's like their own community. It's all dependent upon them and the
Right.
actions right there.
Uh-huh.
Like I just
But
Like-
they own. But like, I don't know. I'm not Amish, but I would assume that the Amish probably own all of the land or whatever in whatever
Yes.
county or town that they live
no,
in.
and that's cool. But I'm saying like let's say that space or that land is still it's within the United States.
Yeah.
But if they own that area, can they operate in their own terms of rules, etc.,
They do.
outside of being a part of the United States?
You
Like, because
would-
then I'm saying, then you could rid of taxes.
You would have to.
You get what I'm
There
saying?
are
You-
some
for that
people
to
that think
happen-
like that.
Like, if you're
I'm
not getting
saying-
certain taxes, like
Yeah.
you're not your water, if y'all create a system, an ecosystem within y'all, to make just shit more efficient anyway, that you
Right.
ain't paying for stupid stuff anyway. You feel me? If you was to create that on your own area, are you subject to government taxes? You know what I'm saying? Even though you own the land because it's in America, you get what I'm saying? Or am I, plotting out my little land and now like this is my whole, and I don't have to pay no taxes. I could set that up in this my little city. Ain't no government taxes. Ain't no. Blah,
Nah,
blah,
you can't
ain't
do
no-
that in a city.
No, they would make you pay your taxes,
You have to pay
or they
city
would take your
taxes.
land
Yeah.
and they will auction it off.
They would
That's what
definitely.
fight for it.
But what I'm saying is, like, if you wanted to do something like that, you would have to leave an established city.
Yeah,
And then you're still subject to whatever, like, state rules or federal laws in. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that's
Like,
why I get it. That's why they got the
like,
different levels.
the only other
state,
way I
federal,
could see you
yeah.
doing that and not having is if you became, like, an independent nation within the United States. And, yeah, that ain't
And
happening.
we got to rebel to do that.
Unless you want to move to, like, a Indian reservation. Because they're technically...
Yeah, like how?
Independent
Yeah, we
nation.
gotta look that up. How did that go down?
That's because they had agreements with the United States, after the United States took all their land and killed them.
Yeah, but I said, but they just
Where
Gave
is
that to
our
the light skin
agreement?
us.
Where's
white-
our agreement?
We didn't get it.
We didn't get no agreement. We don't never get an agreement.
They
We were
said,
supposed to get the
"Nigga,
40
you're
acres in the
free."
movie. All right, so this is how kind of messed up the whole situation is.
Yeah.
You know who did receive reparations after the Civil War?
White farm.
slave owning
Yeah.
farmers.
Yes. Yes.
Because they
took a
suddenly
loss.
lost
Yeah.
all of their workers.
Yeah.
And then what ended up happening in the South, because they didn't have a plan doing reconstructions, slaves just ended up working back on those farms.
On those farms. Or moving to the north and working in the factories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then white flight happened after that. But
Right.
yeah.
Which was, if you ask me, was a trap too.
Exactly.
What
That
you
was
mean?
a trap too, huh?
What's a trap?
I feel like the North was low. Like the North had a industrial version of how we gon' industrial and you know what I'm saying.
Industrialized. Yeah.
Industrialized slavery. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the North was just sort of like more innovative in how we about to mold this slavery thing where they really gonna be
The
trapped.
difference is,
know what I'm saying?
The difference is,
We about to give
no
them a little
one
bit of freedom.
technically owned you, and they couldn't sell you.
Yeah, for sure. But that's
Right.
what I'm saying. But they didn't. It's like the new version of slavery. It's like mental. We
Well,
gonna make them feel like they free.
that's
But
just
we
But
put them
that's
in
how
the
just
world-
slavery.
capitalism.
That's how American slavery
But we
was.
put them in a
anyway,
world where they
mental.
still can't operate like talking about.
that's just capitalism.
You get what I'm saying? But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, that's just capitalism.
Yeah,
With
well,
slavery, is capitalism to the 10,000th degree.
that's all.
We gonna supposedly feed you and house you, but you still working. But that is like the natural progression of like capitalism, I guess. Because then you went from slaveries to them working
I have a question.
farmed
During
and not getting
slavery,
paid.
where were the Mexicans? Because I just feel like they were probably better workers. But where were they?
In Mexico.
In Mexico
Crazy.
or Southern America, right?
South America, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're
And
not
so
Mexican.
they got
They're
a new,
not.
and so they
No.
seen on TikTok what they was doing to niggas and was like, we about to go over there. To me, it just don't be making
Well,
sense.
no, look, like, okay.
It's not the
okay,
same,
It's
though.
not the same. All right.
It's not the same. Okay.
So they had their
I'm
own
just saying,
issues
though,
with Spain.
like,
But
shit.
then we had a war with Spain and ended up taking like half of Mexico. So like all of the southwest United States used to be Mexico.
Used to be Mexico, right? Okay.
Texas, Arizona, New
New
Mexico,
Mexico.
California.
White people taking some more shit.
Right.
Well, they they had a
Right.
war after
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I think that's how they
Yeah,
took
okay.
everything, right?
Well,
Keep on.
they bought a lot of the United States with Jefferson
Man.
Ford. Thomas Jefferson had made a deal and bought a lot of the United States from
Swiping, no
France.
swiping.
Okay.
So like they
So
paid
how
for
did
most
France get it?
conquest and colonialization.
I know y'all talking real deep, but I just thought about something the other day. Man,
Nah,
y'all be
man,
taking
we meandering at the
everything.
point, so
Y'all
keep
really
going.
be taking everything, dog.
Like what?
Like, dog, they was on TikTok the other day talking about little boys' wife beaters. It's like the new
Bruh,
trend.
oh
I
my
shared that
God.
on my
Man,
Facebook.
y'all-
I was like,
y'all
what
don't even
in
y'all
the
call them
world?
tank tops. We call
They
them
ain't
wife
gonna be
beaters.
able to
dog.
give-
But
There's
here's
a whole
the-
culture behind
here's
these
the
shirts,
crazy
man. What
thing
is wrong
about
with
it.
y'all?
How out of touch are you as a person that you don't know
Right.
what a tank top wife beater is?
Right.
That Kendall Jenner wore a little boy's Hanes.
No, I thought it was Skims has a line coming out, right?
No,
Or
no.
just the sister
People
Dior.
That
saw
trend thing, 'cause
Kendall Jenner or
wore
Kylie Jenner,
wore
one
a
of 'em,
pack of or a boys pack
of Hanes tank tops.
Right.
and wore it.
And then
Now,
all of
from a fashion sense,
Gen Z white Twitter went
You get
crazy.
it.
it's a pack of sheer tank tops.
Right, like
Yes.
it ain't like it's like
From a female fashion
Yes.
sense, like it was like, oh, this ain't just like,
Yes.
oh no, this gotta look.
But why didn't you think about it? Because that's your undershirt.
Who, me?
You wear tank tops?
All day,
but here's
every day.
it's
Right.
such an obvious thing
Right.
that it's just like why is this like you
Y'all
it's
take
never
everything.
not been like a fashion thing. People always wear tank tops.
No certain cultures, though.
Nick,
Because you gotta know.
where do you think the name wife beater came from? It ain't 'cause
Mexicans.
no white people was
I
on
thought
tops.
it was Mexicans. I
What?
thought wife beater came from because Mexicans typically, or Spanish, Mexicans
Nah,
typically
man.
wear wife beaters and they beat their wives. I thought it was a derogatory.
No,
term.
it's
Damn.
because if ever you was
I'm gonna be
watching
honest.
you watching Cops, right? Think
Right.
of like when Cops used to come on.
Right.
Anytime
No,
they was
Espanol,
arresting
huh?
somebody for like abusing their wife, what
Okay.
was they wearing?
I was thinking about California, like.
Yeah.
I ain't never
Let's
heard that
Google- I have
story.
to
Yeah,
Google
nah,
it.
I'm gonna
That's
be
why you
honest.
need to
It,
be
it was in
behind
gen.
your,
Yeah, I want to say in general.
Men.
Yeah, like I don't think
Men.
like all right.
Right.
that
Brent
was-
tried to
Get it.
get us canceled
But-
earlier, but you almost
but
got us canceled.
If
with that one.
anything,
White
that was the
beater.
last thing that
You
nigga
call
had
it a
on.
white
Right.
beater. Why
It was
would
a
you
white
call
beater.
it a
Shirt
white
ripped
beater?
up.
Not a
He
t-shirt.
took the
shirt off.
Call it.
Bitch,
I'm not talking about the
You
t-shirt.
got the white beaters
per
too.
Yeah,
se.
yeah, but because whenever you saw like a person on like Cops doing like the spousal abuse thing,
Right.
they be wearing
They
like
had
a
the tank
duh,
top.
or dirty
Right,
tank
and they're
top.
typically
Yeah.
Spanish men.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
Oh Lord.
No, it wasn't. It was almost
We
you
were
the
watching
first.
the wrong cops.
Which Cops was you watching?
I don't know.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, cause everybody did their little 1-2. You heard
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
like when you was watching Cops, who you see on it? A little bit of
Beating their
everything.
wives,
a little bit
though,
of
or
everybody,
running
and I
like
can't
a
even lie to
speed
you. They,
chase.
Right.
Yeah, you had the Hispanics,
but I'm gonna tell you what it was. You was watching where they was in them certain neighborhoods or areas.
Right.
You got that's what to clean that up. She
You
was just
watching
watching
the
them
Texas
episodes.
Cops,
Yeah,
right.
you out Texas. They They
But
knocking
like,
Migos up left and
usually
right. You know
cops,
what
it
I'm
would
saying?
be like one episode is a
Yeah.
dirty white dude.
Yeah,
in a
dirty
trailer
white
park.
dude,
Okay.
trailer
Another
park.
episode is
There's
like
a black
a
dude,
crack
some
black
some
crackhead.
sneakers on. Yeah, it's like this nigga ran through everything. You heard me? Like, yeah.
And then you see the cops, the camera. Whoever was holding them cameras is one of the greatest athletes in the world.
Nah, seriously.
Because them cameras like 80 pounds, and they used to be following them cops.
Yeah. And keeping that John still.
Right.
Like keeping that John a steady shot. Yeah, you gotta think that's probably a high paying job. That was probably that cameraman was probably eating for real.
You would think.
For real, in the gym every day, like with the camera. Nah, that's crazy.
Zoom in, zoom out, pan, left, right.
But yeah, so it's not just the Mexicans with the white.
It's not
guys.
just the.
It
the
wasn't
Mexicans.
like I don't know
Okay.
which
It was
cops
me.
you
It
was
was me.
wearing.
Yeah,
watching.
she was watching.
Okay.
She was watching the
Never
text.
even thought about the white beat. I always just called it a white
Always
beat.
just
Yeah,
call
you
it.
just
call it
Where
white
did
beater.
the name
I'm
come
telling
from?
you, it was
White
in
beater.
We grew up in sort of that area, where like culturally
I
again.
always thought it was a black thing.
It was tank tops,
Yeah.
but like I say, they were tank tops. But that white beater just hit. I don't know if it was a song at some point. I don't know if it was a song, but you're right. Like white beater was just what I knew
Known it
it was a
as.
tank top.
Right.
Like, I knew it was a tank
You
top.
bought it in the
But
tank
white
top
beater,
section.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I gotta give me a white beater. I'm wearing a white beater. I'm putting a white. I just need that
Right.
shit rolled out the tongue. And it wasn't like that. I'm not.
But the younger kids don't know it as that. Because I asked my son to go get a wife beater and he'd be like,
Right, he didn't know that. But where would he pick it up from? Think about it.
I didn't say it enough.
Like Gen Z, they didn't even know what it was.
Their
Right.
attention span short though. It's different.
Yeah.
They just don't pay attention much
To
at all.
nothing.
Like to be honest, except what they want. Like
Right.
Except what they stuck on. Like
everything else will just fade if it's
what they focus on. What they focus on.
that's the difference. I be saying for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a fly over here just swatting and they, like or a bug over here. And they don't even care for real. They ain't even picking it up. They ain't thought about like it's over here right beside them though. And then it might oh, it's a bug over here. But until that thought hit, like they ain't even yeah.
Right. I
know.
get that.
You know, we don't got hoodies on.
No.
They wearing
I'm
hoodies out
sweating.
here.
My fan didn't went
They
down.
out here
Here's
wearing
the-
hoodies right
I don't
now.
know how they be like standing outside in the hoodie, but
Right.
like let's say I was sitting in like a cold office
Yeah, I could do a hoodie.
Oh,
and, like-
yeah, that makes sense.
and like
A sweater.
it's like 90 degrees.
These niggas
off.
about to go walk across town.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But if like I got the hoodie on and I'm walking from like
bruh,
my car from like the office to the car to the house.
bruh, they
to
they
the
got
store.
the hoodie on.
I'm gonna keep that
pajama
hoodie
pants.
Yeah, word. Hood and jump.
Hoodie
We definitely
on,
had on white beaters
Pajama.
when we was young.
Not even they got a hoodie on, but they got the hood on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Ski mask, pajama
But I
pants,
love that for them.
and some sandals, and some slides.
Yeah,
like
right.
nigga,
Yo, they be wearing like hey, yo,
bruh, you got
they
the
be wearing like
craziest
the
summer
goofy
fit.
like grandmama slip-ons,
Right.
and I'd be like, bruh, what is
Right.
going on?
That's a whole new topic
Right.
though.
Because we was talking about the N word earlier, but now we got a
Yeah,
whole
that's
new
a whole
genre
other
now.
topic.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know-
YNs.
How long we been on this?
Why?
It's a whole new genre. That's a whole nother episode. YNs versus ns.
All right, yeah, we gonna
All right,
we gonna wrap it up here
Okay.
because we've been talking for a minute and I got cotton mouth.
I'm ready to smoke some more.
All right. So hopefully this has been entertaining for the other people. Y'all looking forward to doing this more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all just going to smoke a blunt before y'all smoke, so y'all can stay on focus. You feel me?
Pac, you looking forward to this? Because you really
I'm
just there.
I'm here.
Oh,
Pat is
okay,
the
that's
conscious
what's up.
over there.
Nah, don't worry. We gonna get him talking on one of these episodes. So what is it like to have a baby mama, Patrick?
What?
That's what. Those are the type of topics he could talk about.
Baby mama.
But
What is it like to have a baby mama?
Baby mama.
nah, we gonna leave that for another episode.
What is it like being a baby mama?
Ooh,
It depends on the baby father.
I would assume that's the
Absolutely.
case.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a vice versa answer.
Yes.
Now, if
Because
everyone in the world could just
everybody
come to that
brings out
conclusion,
different, you know.
It'd be a lot like the world would be
Yeah.
so
Right,
much
right,
simpler,
right, right.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.
There's no universal experience because
It's not. And people
everybody's
treat
different.
different people differently. So your experience with me might not be someone else's experience with me.
Right. All right. So we gonna save that for another.
Yeah, I have
another
one baby
episode.
mama now.
What?
I get what he's saying because this kid's grown.
Only one I have to deal with outside of my house.
Oh, okay.
All the rest of them are grown.
Yeah. All his.
Okay.
Well, half his kids
Right.
grown.
Right. But technically, I mean, you can once the kids get a certain age, though, you can go through.
I mean,
I
you
get
know,
it.
we have our moments, but for the most part, there's nothing but the one
Amen.
that still infiltrates.
Amen to that, brother. Amen.
Fathers. We're gonna have this is gonna be. We're gonna talk about this at another episode because
Peace out.
this has been all over the place. But yeah, thank you.
All
Thanks for coming.
over.
This is the
Cut. You need to chop and screw it.
chopping.
Don't post it all at one time. People's attention span.
We out.
I ain't even go out yet. Let me finish the thing first. Damn, sit down.
Nigga ready to
Right,
smoke
Yo.
up.
All
I
right.
thought we was done.
You keep interrupting me into this.
My bad. I'm gonna sit
Yeah,
on
that's
in
how
the.
we
I'm
gotta
gonna
do
sit
this,
in the
y'all. That's how
corner
I feel
next
like that's
time.
not to be honest, I feel like that's probably even
I'm
something
gonna
like
chop it
this.
up regardless.
I feel like the best rollout, if anything, something like this, would be in that way, like just putting out chopped up reels.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
making
With, like,
everybody
moments
go
in this
to
genre
the
of reels,
episode.
yeah. And
I
then
mean-
by next episode, nigga.
All right, let him do his
Let me
thing
do
so
it.
he can cut
So
it
we can
in.
cut
But
it
you
out.
can cut it, you know. Right,
I'm
go
leaving
ahead.
all of this shit. All right, so this has been the Ignorant Ass Podcast. I am the real John Sales. Y'all want to say something?
Hopefully, been ignorant enough for you,
All right. Thank you for coming.
Peace out. Be blessed.
bitch.